Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, girls and boys and girls, welcome back to our channel, Inspirational Minutes with David, Deep Fly Optician. Welcome back. I want everything straight, because we're talking today some inspirational minutes with David. It's been an interesting week, and we're going into the last month of the year. Things will be ramped up. It started in 2020, the year of vision, they say. They said that we will get back to normal, that soon, if you do this, I get my peace ball. If you do this or do that, things will get back to normal. Then the word was changed. The dialogue was changed, and it said that this is the new normal. And here we are. It's like a hamster. You're on this wheel and you're rolling, but you're going nowhere. Like it was the story of the young guy on the horse. He was on the horse, and he said, going through the cities of the town, galloping on his horse. He was galloping upon his horse, and as he was passing by this one guy, who's a spectator, he asked him, Hey you, where are you going? The young guy on the horse, he said, I don't know. Ask the horse. So today's video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. I'm a little bit irritated, but crunk at the same time. Hit the bell notification, hit the like button. It helps our channel to grow. Don't you want to see us grow? Do you want to see us grow right here? To evolve? That's all David talk about. It's Inspirational Minutes with David about evolving. Today, our talk today will be Warning, the title. Warning. The awakening has arrived. It's time to wake the hell up. I told you guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I told you that I just finished a book. Right now we're going through, I have some eyes on it, looking through it, and make sure all my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted. But I have written a book that will be out in a few months. Yes, in a few months. And some of the things that I'll be talking about today will be some excerpts from a book. Let's get into it. The name of our talk today is Warning, the Awakening. See, the awakening can be very intimate. it can be very personal. That's why it's called the awakening. And you have to wake up out the deep slumber that you have been in. It's called the awakening. See, awakening, not only is it, wake up physically, but to wake up mentally and consciously. It's a consistent shift of consciousness in the divorce between thought and consciousness. In most cases, it's not a timely event, but a process. It is also a process even to the few people who experience a sudden, dramatic, and seemingly irreversible awakening. It's a process in which the new state of consciousness takes over, gradually transforming everything that the person does not come. Everything that the person does and does not come. Everything that the person does and becoming also an integral part of life. Instead of being lost in our thoughts, when we wake the hell up, we recognize that we are the conscious observer. And that's when thought ceases to be autonomous activity and the selfish who controls our life. The ego. The believing in what you've been believing in. Been sleeping a little too long. See, consciousness, it takes over the reins, and thought, instead of having control of life, pass to serve consciousness. Consciousness is the conscious connection with the intelligent universal. Now, there's a price to this awakening. Oh, yes, there's a price, because you must wake up and see. You must wake up and see. So there's a price of awakening. There's a price. First of all, you will feel pain. And the reason why you will feel pain, because you'll be like, wow, all this time I have been lied to. History has lied to me. And when you think about all the lies that's going on today, just imagine what history lies agreed upon. How messed up history is. His story. You see, you would doubt yourself 1,000 times. They would tell you that you're going crazy. You would lose friends. Family would doubt you. Your family sometimes won't be able to understand, overstand, or understand what the hell is going on with you. People will hate you. Just as I always famously have said, they will just dry hate you for no reason at all. Just for waking up to the BS. Just because you are conscious. Just because you are evolving. You will develop weird habits. You will fight your monsters, which is fake expectations appearing real. Your ego and your ignorance. You will fight them and you will win. And then you come to a point where you ain't give a damn what they think about you. You will feel unfit in this world. You will become terribly selective. And then you will be slowly left alone. But guess what, people? Guess what, family? It'll be all worth it. No one likes us fantasizing about what the good should be, or fantasizing figures of the good of the fairy tales and all the other things, the cow jump over the moon type of fairy tale type of stuff that we believing in. But we are making aware of the darkness around us and the darkness that dwell within us. You see, true spiritual awakening it's not a soft caress. It's not a soft hug. But it's rather a bucket of cold water thrown in your face. What would it serve you? What would it serve you? That being awakened will caress your ego with whispers, fantasies, or yearnings. When all you need is a strong shake. Wake up. Wake the hell up. For you to truly assume what life is. You see, true spiritual awakening is a process of destruction. It's the crumble of everything that you are not. You see, I went to the movies last weekend and saw a good movie. The House of Gucci. Pretty good movie. And as we were leaving the movies, I was given something that was on the ground. And I looked at it and it was on the ground, floating, just in the air, flying in the air like that, right? But this is what I received. I want you to read this. I hope I have it on here long enough for you to see. You see, our children are not for sale. They are not for sale. I'm just going to go over this a little bit. You know what it's talking about. I've been off the subject a few weeks. But you know what it's talking about. It said children have a minuscule, which means very tiny, risk of severe certification. Number 19. With a recovery rate of 0.7. But the U.S. Gov reports, they say, by 18.5K, people demising, deaths, plus almost 900K adverse reactions from ages 11 as of 11.5. It also reads that estimated 8% of the U.S. pop, including our children, are at risk of an anaphylactic shock due to the alarming rates of myocarditis, pericarditis, which means heart inflammation is occurring in adolescence, post, and they say it's similar to a freaking heart attack. So the quote they have on here, and I love it. It say, don't be coerced, which means don't be forced. It can't be reversed. So don't be coerced. It can't be reversed. This is from the Children's Health Defense. Our children are not for sale. So I had to cover that. I had to. It's that important. I've been on a tangent about a few things about love and waking up and beginning to love yourself, and I'm going to stay on that because that's very important as well. You know, since we're talking about the movies, do you remember Contagion, the movie that came out September 9th of 2011? Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, that the CDC, they work very close with Hollywood to make sure that this, you know, the plans, demic, look as real as possible. Wouldn't you know? Wow. They were preparing, I guess, the masses to accept the idea of a common C certification of the vac. You know, yes, pandemic. Many of us will call it predictive programming, right? And if you haven't watched the movie, here's just a quick summary. Now, Contagion, the movie that came out in 2011, September 9th, is about it's an American thriller film. The plot, you know, it concerns it concerns the spread of a virus transmitted by respiratory droplets and fomites. Attempts by the medical researchers and public health officials to identify and contain the disease, the loss of social order, and a pan. And the introduction of a V, the introduction to how it spread, as well as the V, came from a fruit bat from China. This is funny. Did you remember the bat soup? Remember? Playing on your conscience. It's time to sound the alarm. Yeah, so this is not the first time. And this is not the first movie to have a disease pan. It's not. It's not the first time or the first movie to have a disease pan with a that comes and saves the world. Comes and saves the world. You know, we know of other movies such as Outbreak in 1995, I Am Legend 2007, World War Z in 2013, etc., etc., etc. Because they put it right in your face. But you take it as entertainment. But you know, what I find interesting is that that the CDC, I mean, they work so closely with the filmmakers to ensure that the pandemic look real as F. And they did it, and they have accomplished their deed. Yep. Wow. So much, they accomplished so much that they interviewed people after watching that movie back then. They were so creeped out by the movie, they wanted to wash their hands and not touch any door handles. See, it's real. And when that movie came out, the CDC director, Dr. Frieden, Frieden, D-E-N at the time, he said, the new movie, Contagion, was #1 in its opening weekend at the box office. He goes on to say, while he was speaking to the reporter, Miss Hill, Erica Hill, about the film, and rather, the pan, how it portrays that it could be plausible. Now this in 2011. See, you have to remember, people. Remember that Hollywood was designed to program your mind. You know, I shared many times in the past, and I talked about their magic was to believe the wood of the holly tree is best for casting spells. Thus, where you get the name Hollywood. Now think about the way words are used and spelled. I did a couple of videos that words cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. Okay? Words cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. Here's a few. Tell a vision. You know, I talk about that all the time. Tell our vision. Tell lie vision. Tell a vision. Tells a false reality. A vision. It lies. T-E-L-L-L-I-E, vision. T-E-L-A, capital A, vision. It tells a false reality. A vision. Broadcasting. A broadcasting of despair. Programs. Programs to program your mind. Entertainment to entertain your mental, your mind. Channels, different programming, are run on various frequency channels. The cast or casting, cast like a spell. Director, to direct the energy collected. The producer, to produce the spell. Broadband, a broad group to encircle and put a band around. Just a little bit food for thought. Make you open that up a little bit. Take the water off of it. And get water splashed upon it. And wake the hell up. You see, we need to remain sober-minded in these last days. It's coming. And not allow our minds to be programmed. And please, please do not live in fear. That's the slogan of the movie. Contagion states, nothing spreads like fear. It's real. It's real. So we have a new C. We have a new C. 91. Reverse the numbers. A new one. And I can't pronounce it. It's called
Omicron.
Oh yeah, that one. First appeared in South Africa, November the 22nd. But 2 weeks ago, Israel held the first drill, war games exercise, to test the readiness for the new. I guess it's very cold coincidence that they did this drill. And now it appears. Kind of like event 101 or event 201. Now, you wonder, and I wonder, what did the drill cover? Of course. Well, quarantine lockdowns, curfews, and the rest that goes with what we've been going through the last 2 years. It looks like they're going to, just hang on to the certification. Look like they're going to hang on to it a little while longer, people. When I thought we were just jumping over to the smallpox. But here they go. Right on time. Are you ready for mainstream media to ramp up the fear mongering. Because it's coming. And it's coming. And it's coming. Fear. Just a few headlines. Fear. The super cert ID is here. And you should be very worried. The new certificate. Omicron. Yeah, that one. Oh, I thought it was talking about a rock band or a boy band or something, but the new variant has the globe yet again freaking out. A C91. The words. Put them in their collective places. V variant could be worse than Delta. But don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, but wait. As they say in the commercial. But wait. Don't worry. Don't worry. They're already working on a new one. They're already working on it. They're working on it. It's expected to only take 100 days. 100 days to develop. They got you. They got you. Don't worry. But worry. You see, it's time to change. And I'm about to end this video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit the like button. It helps our channel to grow. Yes, I sound the alarm through the whole video. Because the alarms need to be sound. You see, when you hear this type of alarm, you get alert. You begin to listen. What is going on? What is going on? But you have to change. And when you change, everything changes. When you stop feeling lack, all things come back to you. When you stop feeling like you lack of things or you're lacking, all things come back to you. When you stop fighting with the world, everyone comes around to talk to you about love. When you accept, you literally transform. When you dare to try again, the conditioning disappears and the world surprises you. When you become soft as water, you penetrate all the pores of the earth. When you let go of what is it for you, the emptiness attracts what really belongs to you. When lost, you become found. When you decide that termination finds who you are and whispers to you, it will whisper to you what you want. When you give up the war, you win the freaking battle. When you calm your mind, a whole universe stands at your feet. When you don't rush, everything comes to you. When you want, and when you stop wanting to control, the world adjusts itself to you. When you accept change and uncertainty, you stop suffering and achieve your goals. When you become humble, the world belongs to you. When you become humble, the world belongs to you. And when you find yourself, stop searching. And when you find yourself, stop searching. You will achieve your dreams. My name is David. They call me the Flower Tician. You made it this far in our Inspirational Talks with David. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps the channel to grow. Hit the bell notification so you'll know when Inspirational Minutes with David, when we're on. Because it's about us. It will always be about us, the ones who know. will begin to know. Share the video, hit the subscribe button. Help us to grow. Spread the word. Help other people. Because if you love you, then you'll love me. Because when I love me, I love you. And it goes on and on. Love. And when you love in its truest essence, in its truest sense, you begin to evolve. That's all I want you to do. That's all that we need to do. It's about us. I love you. I love you in truth. Until next time. Until next time. Peace.